What's going on, everybody? Radioactive. I am currently in the home office doing some work, paying some bills, doing what I got to do. Doing my vlog. Today's weather here is crazy. But on another note, I'm wearing a different shirt. It's an old one, as just like my clothes, I'm old. I'm not bashing the old clothes or trying to hint to my wife. She tells me that I'm a subtle hinter, and that I should just come out and tell her things. I'm not trying to say that I need new clothes, but this shirt used to say right here, they said, and you can't see it because the cross that I wear has worn it out from all my dancing. I'm stupid, I know. I'm working on the logo as we speak, trying to get it back to the way we had it, without the Anarchy A. For those of you that don't know, we removed the Anarchy A that's been part of the Radioactive show logo for, gosh, the better half of 10 years, I think. Even when we were on our FM station out in Atlanta. But I removed it not because, anybody's telling me to, but because it's currently being associated with a group that is hurting people. And anarchy is not that to me. And I know this is a political thing, and I'm not really going to get into the whole swing of it, but anarchy is, to me, nobody being able to tell me how I can live my life and how I should live my life. That's anarchy. I should be able to do whatever I want. And, I mean, within reason. Of course, I can't go out and kill. I can't go out and steal. And I know there are some people that believe anarchy means you can go out and do all of those things because they mean it's the absence of law. And I know that may be the definition, the Webster's definition of it. But to me, that's not what it means for me. Anarchy has always been something that I've used as a way to basically say, down with the man, so to speak. Nobody's going to be able to tell me how to act and how to live my life and what I should be doing. Not even my church as an Irish Catholic. So, and that's another reason why I kind of gravitated to the anarchy symbol, is because a lot of people told me that I couldn't do it, that I couldn't have it, that I shouldn't have it, that it shouldn't be there. I'm under the impression, and I'm sure y'all have heard me say something like this, that nothing is given power over you until you give it power over you. So if that just means a symbol and it's thought-provoking, that's why I'm going to use it. I want to encourage thought. I want to encourage debate. I want to encourage people to think, to go out and to learn. I don't want them to just take somebody else's definition of what anarchy means, which is why I said that for me, this is what it means. I've had a lot of people asking me. I briefly touched on it on the last vlog, so my watch is telling me to stand up. So I just thought I'd touch on it again today. And that's high quality H2O. Don't sound nothing like the water boy. Another thing that I've been having people ask me, which is not something that I really like to talk about, is, they've been asking me about my mom. Mom died. It's been about a year since Mom died. And she's one of the primary reasons that I'm making such a hard push to get back into doing radio full time, because, well, her and my wife is still here, thank God, because I'd be completely lost without her. But they both have been telling me, that I'm not the happy person that I used to be, that I'm, I don't know, not as carefree, and not as, that I seem to be stressed. And truth be told, I mean, the world is stressful. And don't get me wrong, radio is stressful as hell. But I like it. And, with everything that I've gone through in the last couple of years, some personal stuff that I've gone through, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's now or never. Go for broke, I'm by no means a wealthy individual. My wife and I, we struggle sometimes to pay the bills. So it's not something that, I can take lightly. I can't just jump from this career to this career. And I like to give my all to whatever I'm doing because that's how I was raised. So, but mom really liked it when I was on the radio. She said it was nice to hear me enjoying life and having fun, and my wife telling me, my mom telling me, my friends and family and brother and everybody telling me, that I seemed more alive. That kind of gets to me after a while. But I've been looking at all this stuff about Stan Lee, rest in peace, about how, I can zoom in, about how he was always telling people, live your life and do what makes you happy. I'm not saying he's the one that did it, because I've been trying to get this going since before he passed, but I think it was a combination of everything. And again, I've been reminded of my own mortality in the last few years. So it's one of those things where I've always told my kids that on my deathbed, I don't want to have any regrets. And right now, if I was to something, God forbid, knock on wood, something was to cause me to be on my deathbed tonight, my regret would be not being back in radio, not bringing my crazy, stupid self on air. I mean, you can see I've gained a ton of weight with the job that I'm currently doing, which I'm not going to say I hate, but there's a lot of parts to it that I just really dislike. And my health is kind of suffering for it. So I'm desperate to try and get back into radio. I've got, a few options going on right now. I don't want to do just a podcast. I like to interact with people. I like to play music. I like to be there, because radio has, it's helped me through some really crappy times in my life, which, we'll get into all that on the website and everything. But I had some people ask, what happened to my mom, because some people knew my mom. Some people were like, she was still young, and it was right before her 61st birthday, I believe. And they wanted to know, and it's something that I still don't like talking about. There's only a handful of people outside of my family that actually know, what happened to my mom. But it was a tragedy, completely preventable, and it sent me into a spiral of depression that I'm probably not even out of yet, which is probably adds to a lot of my weight gaining and attitude towards life. My mom and I had a bumpy relationship. That was my mom. She was always there for me, no matter what I did to her, no matter what I said to her. And I said some stuff. I remember this one time, I hadn't talked to my mom in almost 2 years. 2 years of my life went by that I didn't speak to my mother. 2 years now that I wish I could have back. But anyway, I had gone through 2 years of my life and I hadn't spoken to my mother. And I got into some trouble. Somebody was claiming that I said that I did something that I didn't do. Nothing severe. It was the people that I was living with at the time were claiming that I threatened to hurt them. And it was calculated. Their whole arrest and everything was calculated. They wanted to make sure that I didn't have anybody to help me get out. And truth be told, I didn't think anybody would help me. My wife, being who she is, I can't swallow my pride. Yeah, well, It's hard for me to swallow my pride, I should say. It's something I'm working on. But my wife called my mom, a woman I hadn't spoken to in 2 years. And she came and got me. She took me home. Didn't say anything. She was there. And I know my wife is always there for me, but you know, I don't have that anymore. And I'm a loyal person. And so having somebody in my corner like that, my wife, yes, ride or die, she is that person for me. And I know that. But sometimes it's nice to know that there would be somebody else in our corner. And that was my mom. I'm playing with this for those of you asking. Or wondering, not asking, of course, because nobody's asking. I don't know why I said that. But, so it's going to be tough. Mom's probably going to come up a lot. Birthdays. This is her favorite time of year, too. Christmas. Christmas is her absolute favorite time of year. In my home office, which is a mess, I have her favorite Christmas tree up. Yes, I know it's only November 15th, but I'm going to show you. Let's see, I don't want to be zoomed in on it too much. So that was my mom's. That was my mom's Christmas tree. And it's one of the things that I wanted. See, let's move this. I don't want y'all to see all the mess that's in my office. So there we go. And I have some more of her stuff over here that I'm not going to show you, but she's still everywhere around me. And I'm going to get a tattoo, hopefully here pretty soon, to honor her. It's just going to be something simple that I'm going to know what it's there for, because in my culture and my custom of what I was raised around, people that are in your life, they're part of you. And when they die or when they pass, part of you goes too. So one of the ways that you memorialize them is body art, tattoos. More specifically, people use rose tattoos, but I'm going to do something a little bit more personal for my mom. So that's, you know, again, I'm not ready to talk about it publicly about what happened with my mom. Again, it was completely preventable, and I miss her horribly, horribly. But we're working. I don't know if you can see it in the reflection of my glasses. I've got Photoshop